We're up here in North Vancouver Island, beautiful British Columbia, in Port McNeill for the Orca Fest and the Lager Sports Competition. Are you ready for some crowd-pleasing action? There might be some tripping along the way. Let's dive into some lumberjacks.
Lumberjacks is sponsored by Echo, only professional grade with 5-year warranty. Crown, protect, maintain, save. The new You Find Fish app. Fish with your phone. Humminbird, simply, clearly better.
Always great coming out to beautiful British Columbia for a Lager Sports Competition. This week we're in Port McNeill for the final episode of the Orca Fest Lager Sports Show. They're hoping to grow this second annual event into an annual event that's going to last for years to come. Hi, I'm Bill Deba with Lumberjack Sports co-host and analyst Rod Cumberland. Rod, this week we're featuring the Grand Prairie Accuracy Cut all the way from Alberta.
That's right. Tough to say and also tough to do. Takes a lot of dexterity by the lumberjacks to flip their chainsaw, make a lot of fancy cuts, stack it all up, and try to race a clock.
Another unique event, and I know we covered on Lumberjacks TV series about 11 years ago in Woodstock, New Brunswick. It's the Handicapped Underhand Chop.
That's right. It's a really neat event to watch. Of course, everybody's chopping all at the same time. Looks like mayhem, but basically the better you are, the longer you wait till you start to chop. And the guys that start at the end, you got to beat the guys that start on the word go.
With 2/3 of the competition now in the books up here in Port McNeill, British Columbia, Delosa and Pouchnick are going to be very tough to catch. McLeod and Dowling, maybe an outside chance of catching them for the overall championship with 4 events to go. Just before the show got started, I had a chance to talk to Shawn at Pacific Coastal Airlines. Now, I know Pacific Coastal Airlines is happily involved in lager sports on Vancouver Island across British Columbia. Just tell me a little bit more about this family-based business.
We're a family-based business out of Powell River. We serve over 65 destinations here in BC. We're an essential service provider for First Nations and local communities all up and down the coast. North Island is a big part of our operation, so we're ecstatic to be a part of lager sports here in Port McNeill.
Now, I know you've got a fleet of planes, both amphibious-based and land-based planes. Just tell me about your fleet.
We have a pretty extensive fleet. We have Grumman Goose, de Havilland Beaver. We have a Saab 340 that we bring up here into Port Hardy that connects to services all up and down the coastline here. Beechcraft 1900, so it's a pretty diverse fleet.
Now, I know you serve the commercial traffic. You probably do charters as well?
We do charters, we do cargo. We have all sorts of services provided throughout all the communities here.
Well, we're getting this show started with the Handicapped Underhand Chop. This is going to be one heat of 8 guys, all different skill levels, and it's an excellent opportunity for the less experienced guys to participate in the exact same heat as the more experienced world-class choppers like Brad Delosa.
That's right. Handicap chop is great for that. Obviously, the guys that don't have the experience start a lot earlier, and they give everybody a handicap so that basically all the blocks are coming off at the same time. Great excitement for the crowd.
Well, your buddy Dougie Fulkins from University of New Brunswick, he's going to be starting on the go signal down the other end of the line. I mean, we're going to have some 12s and 13s and 15s, but Brad Delosa, one of the best in the world, he's starting at the count of 30.
That's right. You see Dave McLeod here doing a little trade secret of mine using STP motor treatment. It's actually a really liquidy substance, really greasy. Put that on your action when you first start your chopping. The axe will actually bounce right out of the block. Keeps it from sticking in the pine.
We're all ready to go here, and there's one other fella in this heat, Brian Gagne on the left-hand side. He's chopping through 10 inches round. He's just a little bit of a leftover from the novice heat earlier today. Dougie Fulkins started on the go signal. They're all taking on Dougie Fulkins all the way up to Brad Delosa.
That's right. Usually if you chop at an underhand chop throughout the year, if you lose an underhand chop, you actually get 2 seconds taken off your time. If you win one, you get 2 seconds added on. So as you go through the year, it keeps things really tight.
Well, we got Dennis Yarjo, Derek Pouchnick, Kevin Stewart, Dave McLeod now getting into the game. They're going to be followed up by Nick Russell, Bobby Dowling. 30 seconds after the go signal, Brad Delosa's axe is going to hit the wood.
That's right. Hard to believe. Waiting and anticipating this start. Of course, it puts a lot of energy behind Brad. He knows he's got to chop well to beat the guys that have started almost a half a minute before him.
Well, the intent of this is for an exciting finish. Brad Delosa, 12 seconds into his chop, he's on his backside.
He is blowing this block away, and Brad Delosa putting in his driver. He's done. 47.9.
First one to come off there looks like Dennis Yarjo second, Pouchnick, and then followed by Stewart and McLeod. Dougie Fulkins looks like he's going to be finishing last.
Yeah, Doug must be spending a little bit more time with the guitar than the axe.
Underhand handicap, you do that a lot back home, don't you?
Yeah, nearly all our events, we'll have a handicapper race as well as the championships. So yeah, we cut a lot of handicaps.
And do you think it's good for the sport to do that, or is it good for the live audience?
Probably good for the live audience. It's not that good when you're waiting to start, but yeah, you get a lot closer finishes, and it encourages some more people to get involved in the sport. So yeah, it is a good way, and there are championship events for the champion cutters.
Well, the exciting underhand chop handicap division is now in the books. Brad DeLosa with another 100 points has got a stranglehold in first place.